Hi guys, I'm hoping that in making this video, it's going to help at least one person out there. That is my hope and honestly my prayer. I feel like I want to talk to all the people that have big, beautiful hearts. And if you have a big heart, that it is a gift and a blessing. But I will say that when you've experienced having a big heart and loving big, it doesn't always feel that way. Basically, no matter what your gifting is that God blesses you with, choose to see it and understand it that it is a gift. I feel like the things that God blesses us with are the exact things that the enemy is going to try and attack. Unfortunately, the bigger your heart is, the deeper you're going to feel wounded by others. And it really sucks, if I'm being completely honest, because when you have a big heart, you love big. Like, you don't know how to do things small. It feels almost foreign when you hold back, which we tend to do the more that we get hurt. We hold back and we don't love as big as we could, and we know that. But I just want to encourage you to make sure that you are still maneuvering genuinely and with your big heart, and it's okay to hold back, because sometimes you will see things for a reason and it's a protective thing. But I just want to encourage you guys that don't allow the wounds that you receive from others to change the gifts that God has blessed you with. So normally, I'm just going to speak from my own experience that every time another human being has hurt me, my first go-to is like turning inward, like just going, and I always call it hiding in my cave. I just don't want to go out. I don't want to talk to people. You become a little bit less trusting of others just because you're like, gosh, like you just don't understand like why people do the things that they do, and whatever. That's a whole nother conversation. But don't allow it to change you and to turn you into this callous, bitter person. And don't close yourself off from love. Every single time that I've been hurt from a human being, especially in relationships, it honestly makes me want to just say F it and turn cold and be mean or be a B word or be closed off and put walls up. And that's exactly what the enemy wants. The enemy does not want you to use your gifting that God has blessed you with and given you. And it is a gift. But it's going to, when you're hurt, it's going to make you want to retract and retreat and not give anybody any love. And I just feel like maybe, whew, sorry guys. I think why I've avoided making this video for so long is because I'm just really tired. I'm like so tired of getting my feelings hurt and getting my heart hurt. It's really hard, and I hate Satan so much because I know that God gave me my big heart for a reason, and I love people. Like, I feel like sometimes I love people too much, and it's hard. And it's like, I just have a really hard time understanding why people do the things that they do. But I just want to encourage you guys that a lot of the time, or most of the time, when people treat you poorly or use you, or you know what I'm talking about. It's not for you to sit and figure out and to like completely just beat your head against the wall about that. A lot of the time there's a saying that says like how people treat you is a direct reflection of the things that they are going through and their own scars, and maybe their wounds or their fears or just insecurities. And I do truly believe that it's not for us to figure out. And it does make me sad, but try not to take it personally. Like when you know that you're moving from a genuine place, I just want to just remind you that keep doing things as genuinely, and just use your good intentions and just keep moving forward that way, because you will be blessed. You'll be blessed for that. And most of the time, like I was trying to say before, a lot of the time when you get treated a certain way, it has more to do with that person, more to do with them than it does to do with you. And I just want to remind somebody out there of that, because for the time, like the immediate feelings that you're going to feel when you get hurt is hard and it's rough. But I just encourage you to just keep looking to God and keep praying and asking God to give you wisdom and discernment in areas and all relationships, whether that be friendships, coworkers, family, partnerships. There's been so many times where I have literally prayed and asked God, like, gosh, like I hate feeling hurt and I hate getting my feelings hurt. And it's like, there's times where I've just cried out and said, like, why did you give me such a big heart if I keep getting hurt? Like, I don't understand the point of like why you would allow me to love so big and to care so much if people just keep hurting me. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense sometimes. I know there's probably a reason. It's actually quite beautiful and quite rare to have such a genuine heart nowadays. I think a lot of people, after they've been hurt a handful of times, it really does cause them to be mean or cold. I kind of liken it to a wounded animal, when an animal gets hurt, and it could be the sweetest little animal, they usually retreat and hide, and lick their wounds in peace and quiet. And you have the heart to help them. You want to help them. But a lot of the time you get hissed at or clawed at, or they try and bite you. I feel like that sometimes, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like every time I get hurt, I just want to go and hide. But don't hide. Even if you have to take a couple days, that's okay. But don't stay hidden for long, because there are people in the world that need your kind of love. People need to be reminded that there are still genuine people out there that do care. So don't let other people and how they operate take from you and take your giftings away from you, because that would be a tragedy. You have beautiful gifts, and we are here to share our gifts with others. And our gifts aren't just for our own selfish gain and for us to get ahead and for us to get accolades and attention. That's not why we were given gifts. Our gifts were given to us so that we can share them with others. And so you have to think about it this way, like, refuse to let people and the ways that they have treated you change you for the worse. Okay? Try to look at it constructively, whether it's understanding why you should never treat somebody that way. There's a lot of learning lessons that you can take when you deal with painful situations, okay? And I refuse to allow my pain to consume me and to turn me into a cold person, because I might feel like turning cold and just saying F everybody, but that only is going to last for a couple days, because that's not me and that's not my heart. And If you have a big heart, that's not you either. So just please know you're not alone. It feels very lonely at times. Like I definitely am the first one that can admit that. It feels like a lot of people just don't understand you and the way that you operate. A lot of people misconstrue your kindness for weakness and your kindness for stupidity. And that's a tragedy because kindness is a choice. You choose to be kind even though the world has been very unkind to you. So I hope and pray that this message helps somebody out there, because it has been just weighing on my heart for so long. And I didn't want to make the video because I'm a crier, as you can see, and I'm really sorry for crying. I'm not posting this to get any kind of sympathy whatsoever. I'm a big girl and I love Jesus and I pray all the time and he's helping me out. I just feel like somebody out there needs to be encouraged, because it feels very lonely and I don't want anyone out there feeling alone with them in their big old heart. So I just want to say to whoever this might reach, I just love you guys and I'm praying for you, and hang in there and keep being genuine and real. And I really do truly believe that your blessings are coming. I believe my blessings are coming too. And I'm excited to see how God does end up using me and using how I look at the world in my heart and how I feel so deeply about things to be a blessing to others. And my prayer is that this message just reaches all the right people. And just know that you aren't alone and nothing's wrong with you and you are worth loving. And just keep being genuine and all the right people will find you. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. Hang in there and keep being your beautiful self.